In my district, it's mostly rural Georgia, and it's mostly made up of, I'd say, good just blue collar folks, farms, row crops, and dairy farms and cattle. And I kind of want to talk about fertilizer for a minute, and I don't mean the fertilizer that comes out of the south end of a northbound cow. But, Mr. Krim, where does the U.S. get most of its phosphate from? Good. And just as for information, phosphate is a very necessary component in fertilizer. And, I know I'm not a farmer, but in the farmers that we do talk to on a daily basis with the amount of inflation that's going on out there, especially from fuel prices and everything, fertilizer's gone sky high. And obviously if you can't grow food or you don't have food, then the population is not going to be there as well. So, Mr. Chairman, I want to quit my question because I think that we've found out what the problem is, folks. The problem is that you've got a federal government out there that is overreaching into your life and in your business. A Biden administration that is bent on this left-wing socialistic agenda to change us and to change our country. We also have a federal agency out there, the federal agencies that are out of control. As a matter of fact, I'd say they don't even think they have to answer to you. They can submit a rule for comment. Yeah, you can send your comments in. Heck, they're not going to read them. They don't care. They don't care what you have to say. They're going to make the rule anyway. As a matter of fact, between them and the Biden administration, they think you live too good anyway. They think you need to be cut back a notch or two. And so the more they can reach into your lives and make things difficult, I don't even think they want you really going EV. You know what I think they want? I think they want you riding mass transit. I think they want you living in rental housing, not on your own housing. Be dependent on federal health care. So that everything you do, every decision you make, you're going to look to the federal government first to get that answer. I don't know about you, but that's not the America I know. It's not the America that I want to live in. So what are the solutions? I think Representative Crane hit the nail on the head. I've been around this a long time. I'm second generation in Congress. And I was told as long as I was a kid, there ain't a dead blame thing that happens in that town up there until the American people demand it. When you stand up and you say, we've had enough, finally that crowd up there will get a hint and they'll start changing things. And that's what we need today. We've passed H.R. 1. Bringing back lower energy costs back here to the U.S. to make it easier. But it's sitting over there in the Senate. I guess them people are still out playing pickleball. I don't know what they're doing. They need to take up legislation and either pass it or don't pass it.
The Biden administration is now making big moves. President Biden has nominated a new leader for Social Security. This could lead to key changes this year to the program and monthly benefits. My dearest friends, please make sure that you watch until the end of this video, especially if you are a Social Security recipient. Also, in a video later today, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. Please make sure that you enter the giveaway by clicking and liking several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. My friends, the more videos that you watch and then comment on, the greater your chances, friends, of winning the giveaways. President Biden has officially nominated former Maryland Governor Martin O'Malley to lead the Social Security Administration. Once confirmed, O'Malley would run one of the biggest social programs in the nation and grapple with the surrounding uncertainty over its funding. About 70 million Americans, including retirees, disabled individuals, and children, receive Social Security benefits. In a recent statement, President Biden said, as Governor O'Malley made government work more effectively across his administration and enhanced the way millions of people access critical services, O'Malley served as Maryland's governor from 2007 to 2015 and was Baltimore's mayor for 2 terms. He also ran as a Democratic presidential candidate in 2016, but has ruled out running in the future. The annual Social Security and Medicare Trustees Report released in March says, the program's trust fund will be unable to pay full benefits in about 10 years. If the fund is depleted, the government will be able to pay only 80% of scheduled benefits. So there are a few options available to keep the program healthy, which is to raise taxes, raise eligibility age, cut costs, or rely more on general revenues to cover the gap in funding, which could mean higher budget deficits or potential cuts to other programs. All of the options are politically controversial. Currently, full Social Security benefits are available at age 67, an age minimum that's increased by 2 years since the program was first created about 90 years ago. Everett Kelly, president of the American Federation of Government Employees Workers Union, applauded O'Malley's nomination and said he is a strong advocate for working people and labor rights, and he has the skills and experience necessary to tackle the various challenges facing the SSA. Nancy Altman, president of Social Security Work, said, her organization applauds the nomination of Governor O'Malley, a longtime Social Security champion. According to Altman, O'Malley supports expanding Social Security's modest benefits, not cutting them. So when asked, Biden said he would deal with solvency issues by raising taxes on wealthy recipients, which has no slim chance of passage in Congress. Social Security is financed by payroll taxes collected from workers and their employers. The maximum amount of earnings subject to Social Security payroll taxes for 2023 is $160,200. That is up from $147,000 in 2022. 4 Republicans are willing to change Social Security. Ron DeSantis, Nikki Haley, and Mike Pence have endorsed reform. And in the past, Chris Christie has called for benefit reductions. All 4 have been vague on details, but have emphasized their reforms would apply to relatively young workers, not individuals nearing retirement age or, crucially, already in retirement. If no reforms are enacted, Social Security benefits for an estimated 60 million Americans may have to be cut by 20% starting in 2033. Recent estimates have anticipated that the 2024 Social Security cost of living adjustment will only be about 3%. Liberal lawmakers and senior advocates argue that COLAs do not accurately reflect price increases that are faced by older adults and have proposed tying them to the Consumer Price Index for the elderly instead of the CPI for urban wage earners and clerical workers. Conservatives have argued for using the current CPI, which would produce smaller raises, stating that this index more accurately reflects consumer behavior as prices rise. Recently published data suggests that inflation in the United States has begun to ease. But that doesn't mean that Americans have seen prices decline. Many are still struggling with the cost of basic necessities, including sky-high prices at the grocery store and gas pumps. Utility costs have also increased dramatically for many Americans, especially senior citizens. Until the cost of these and other basic necessities are brought under control, Congress has to give Social Security benefits a cost of living increase that is proportionate to these costs. Well, my magnificent and most marvelous friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for this Friday. My dearest friends, thank you so much for being part of this community and for being here every single day. To say thank you and to show my appreciation, I will be announcing several winners in a video later today for the Walmart gift card giveaway. Please make sure that you enter these giveaway friends by clicking and liking several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways. Thank you and have a wonderful and very blessed Friday.